what do I get to do in the bedroom? But
Many things. No, well, there are many things. The difference between excuse me and excuse me. So,
please.
mimi nimeketi na unasema umeruka. And I'd like to know, do you guys schedule that thing?
Hello there, happy new year. I am Muthoni and welcome to my channel.
To her channel.
You are you?
I am Muthoni's husband. Welcome to her channel.
Yeah. So this is the first time I'm seeing you guys from last year. Nimewa miss. And today we are going to do a nice
intention stroke resolution video.
Yeah, so
but the twist to it, so it's going to be more of our couple intention.
yes, our couple intention.
Yep.
So these are our intentions towards each other and our intentions in the relationship this year. So we've written them down, and I think we are going to take turns.
But since I'm the visitor in your channel, you're going to be the one to start.
No, me, I am such a good host, and I let my guests go first.
Second, right? Exactly, second. So you can go ahead.
Okay. Will we be commenting on?
Definitely, if need be.
Okay. So my first intention for us this 2023. Did I say 2023 in the beginning or did I say 2022? Anyway, can't remember. So my first one is I intend to spend more quality time on activities that are fun, memorable, and centered on our relationship and our friendship. I just noticed in this past year, I was focused on pregnancy, work, and the baby. And I think our quality time suffered. It took a hit, but not in a bad way, because it was a season that lazima to it had to happen. But I think we are stabilizing in that area. So yeah, I just want to be intentional about us. And also we've seen having our relationship in sync ensures even our parenting, there's just a way our coordination is in sync when we're in tune. So
in the same frequency. And now with the responsibilities of our baby, we really need to be intentional. So maybe the resolution for this intention, I was thinking something like once a week we have time that's just dedicated to us and fun. No talk of family or investments or rent or groceries. It's just us and creating fun times or activities. Yeah, or intimate times. Yeah, so that's my first intention. I love the sound of that. Yeah, so I'm going to couple it with something from intention that is more aligned to that. So personally, I think I also want to be more intentional in achieving last year's intentions.
What were last year's intentions?
So last year's intentions, we had a lot. We had written down a lot that we wanted to achieve, and this is especially when we talk about us. So the fun things, I think the fun things that you're talking about would be date nights, our Friday game nights,
and all that. Yeah, so I want to be more intentional in capturing that, sort of carrying it forward to this year, and being more intentional. I think that's the keyword for this particular video. Yeah, so if it's the date nights, we go out for date nights. If you need to prepare things like picnics and all that, be intentional, and actually create time to prepare for that. Yeah, it's going to clear. Sorry for our non-Swahili speaking audience. So that it's not something that we just jump onto spontaneously. It should be something that's well prepared, well thought of. Yeah, and taking turns to lead every session, right?
Yeah.
So if I do it this month, we do it next month, or if it's this week, do it next week. I think we'll agree on the routine. On the frequency for that. Yeah. Yep. Please like this video.
That was so random.
60.
Coffee. So is that was one of your intentions?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what was it? Because you debunked on my intention.
Yeah. No. What I said is that I was coupling it with what you said. Yeah. So because we had a structure for which we followed for the better part of the year until baby came, and then everything went haywire. So yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So being intentional about the structure, like I get what you're saying. I get
You're a
it.
smart woman. I'm sorry.
My second intention this year is to celebrate you.
Oh,
Yeah.
preach, sister. Wife.
So this person here who I live with is turning 30.
Team that floor.
Yes, and I think a lot of the celebrations and the giftings have been so centered on me. Like, what? Yeah, you've been out doing yourself. Not all the time. There's that day you forget. But yeah, let me not be petty. My intention, me as me, is to celebrate you more this year. So whether that's Valentine's or Father's Day or your birthday. So I just want to be more intentional about, being prepared, getting your gifts in time. So I think my excuse has been, I'm pregnant. My excuse was, okay, they're not really excuses, but you get what I'm saying. The time when it was Father's Day, I think we were 1 month postpartum.
Yeah.
For your birthday, things were just a mess. I was getting back to work from maternity leave. And the baby was. I think for last year, the baby was your gift. The whole year for anything. The baby was the gift. Even the previous year, if you can remember when we were in course, like I tried to do something, but I could say the trip was not so enjoyable for me. It was, but like I was having morning sickness and all that. So this is your year. Say my man.
Amen.
Yeah, this is your year.
Hapo sawa. Hapo sawa kabisa. Yeah, so I think for me the other thing is I have a whole list, guys. So so I want to at least once a day mention something that affirms her. I have been poor at things. I've been terrible. And I remember sometime last year, my best man was telling me it really plays a big role, and especially when it comes to marriage. because it gets to a point, and I think it's mostly after postpartum where we find the lady feels some sort of way because of many things that have been happening in her body, just because of carrying the baby and all that. Yeah, so I think it plays a key role, a major role in our relationship, in our marriage, and I at least want to make it once, at least once. At least once.
At most 900 times.
Unlimited. Think beyond. Yeah.
I believe in you.
Do you have any questions?
No, I appreciate that because I think that's something I communicated. I think I was never one really for affirmations. Not that I mind them, but they were not like top of my priority. I remember the time when we were discussing love languages and all. I think my quality time was up there, and after quality time it was gifts, I think.
Yeah.
And acts of service. Affirmations were way
You were the
down
last.
because I could affirm myself.
Girl power.
So, and then affirmations were top of your list.
Yeah.
And what was the bottom? I think acts of service.
No, the bottom was gifts.
Oh yeah, because for you it was affirmations and then physical touch.
Yeah.
Then quality time, then acts of service. Yeah. So yeah, I think for me affirmations was way down there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think one thing I've come to learn is these things are not static.
Yeah.
They keep on changing with the season. Because that was me then. Right now, I think what would be my first? Quality time. Quality time is my first. Yeah. I try to make time.
Yeah, because you're not big on affirmations. Like they
Yeah.
don't slap like they used to. I
Yeah.
used to affirm this guy. He'd be blushing all over.
Friend, nakwambia ukianza from the bottom.
I used to write. I used to write letters, poems, text messages. So nice affirmations. Nowadays, your affirming is just like cool.
Nowadays I wake up, look at the mirror, and I'm like, you got this.
You're affirmed.
And I'm affirmed.
So yeah, I think especially I noticed I am craving affirmations more. So like when I do something, I'm just like,
Affirm me.
yeah, affirm me. Like, was it nice? Tell me it was nice. Tell me I'm amazing. Tell me it was good. Even when I dress, I'm like, affirm me. Tell me it's beautiful. Tell me I'm sexy.
Yeah.
And I think it has slowly progressed and really peaked postpartum. And I think it's something I've expressed, and I'm grateful. I'm happy that it's part of your intention.
You look amazing.
Unafeel poa? You nimefeel. Good, amazing.
Right,
Next, a serious one.
Mm.
I intend to learn. That noise is noising.
Sorry, we're at a coffee shop,
Yeah.
so you understand the
And we
noise.
don't have a mic.
Yeah.
So, the next one is I intend to learn how to better work through disagreements.
Mm.
Yeah. So this involves working on communication, patience. What else? Yeah, because the follow-up for this is once the baby was in the picture, a lot of things happened that created conflict that I think we were a bit unprepared for. And when that happens, I think that such situations do what? They illuminate
Weaknesses.
the weaknesses, and because I thought we were all good. I thought our communication was
pretty
Top
good.
notch.
Yeah, and how to work through such things and how to resolve conflict. I really thought we were at a good place, but I think there were some cracks.
Yeah.
And I think now when things are a bit cool, it's the best time to work, so that when you find yourself in the middle of crisis, you have the tools. Yeah, actually, that's the better way to phrase this. Equip myself with the tools to handle displeasures and disagreements.
Yeah, I agree. I think when baby came, it changed the dynamics of the relationship, and we really took a hit. For the guys who have babies and they have their firstborns, I think you can attest to probably what went through, because the reality and the expectations were wild apart, you know. But thank God that we're going to go through and walk through some of those conflicts successfully. We made it 2023, and yeah, I'm looking forward to also being better at communication. Something that I will also work on.
Okay. Okay.
That's a good
Big
one.
things, serious
Big one.
things.
Yeah. So I think for me is I don't know how to put this. Stop cooking. Leave me more Kenya
Let
alone.
me tell
Leave me
you.
more Kenya alone.
Hey, this guy, when we have this assignment, this guy goes and does some deep things. And then you go there and you're surprised. Then it's like, after I've not prepared. You know the way index ones normally talk. After I've not thought about it. And then some fire points.
To see the story index one, because we all know. Anyway, so I think this point sort of ties to the affirmations point, but it's a bit different, and different in this way. I'd like to be letting you know, rather always mention something that you do, that I appreciate.
I love this. I love your point.
Hey, is it tying to the affirmations point? No, it doesn't. Let me explain.
I think affirming and appreciating are different.
Yeah, they're different. Yeah, so many of the times she would go to the kitchen, move something up, and inakuja tu kwa meza, comes to the table, comes to the table, and just eat and make merry, and that's it, And I think it's something that comes over time, and especially when you have been with your partner for very long, because you've been with each other for how long now?
Oh, yeah, very long. Very few years. Yeah, we are infants in this thing.
No, yeah.
We are toddlers. Are we toddlers?
I agree. No, I agree.
4 years.
No, because anyway, I think this will need a
5
story
years.
time.
3
Yeah.
plus 2. Something.
5 to 6 years.
No. It's 4 to 5.
Okay.
It's
We'll
complicated,
calculate.
guys.
We'll calculate, and it definitely needs a story time. Yeah. So so there is that familiarity that comes, and I'm used to saying this is my partner. We're always in the same house. She always goes to the kitchen. She always goes to the bedroom. And
What do I go to do in the bedroom? That
many things. No, well, there are many things. But anyway, so guys, yeah. So just getting to that point where I get to appreciate her for the little things she does, because it's good to appreciate the little things, even before the grandiose type of stuff, which may happen probably a few times in a year, but the little things will happen almost on a daily basis. So just getting to mention that, yeah.
I think I think that's something else, like
maybe I've expressed in other ways. So, for instance, with the same way I would dress and request to be affirmed, like, it's the same way sometimes I cook and or I bake because I like doing such, and I'm there like I'm trying to prompt a something, not really a thank you,
Feedback.
but yes, feedback. So you're like, you're seeing someone just eating, you're like, so how is it? So what?
But you also need to improve on that.
No.
Yeah. Come to think about it.
No, I appreciate you.
Like every time I bake stuff like chicken, I have to prompt, how is the food? How's the chicken? Don't even get it too far. What happened yesterday?
I ate. I was hungry. I was hungry, guys. But I could say, if we are both blind, at least me, I have partial eyesight. No, it wasn't a dig, I'm sorry.
Guys, it's getting personal.
No, in this sense,
Yeah.
I could say I use the I did the 5 nice words. I use them more than
Mm-hmm.
yeah. The
Which 5 nice
please,
words?
thank you, excuse me, yeah, and such.
There's a difference between excuse me and excuse me. So-
Please and please.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I could say every time you put, or most times you put the drink for me at night, I say thank you.
Yeah.
When you put a plate for me, I say okay. Not that even you don't do it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Anyway, it was his intention. There is a reason why it was his intention. So he should stop
Yes,
pretending.
guys.
He should stop pretending for us. And I think also it goes a long way into modeling good behavior. I don't know, I can't remember what all the 5 nice phrases are, but I think it also models good behavior such that by the time children are getting to that age, sorry, excuse me, thank you, please. Can't remember the last one. But
I'm
just
also learning, guys.
yeah, but just modeling, it's like nursery stuff.
Yeah, index 1.
Yeah. So I think it's good for us, and it also models good behavior.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my point.
Yeah, that was
My
fine.
point. Okay.
Oh my god.
This year,
Yeah.
this is PG. This year, this is a very serious thing. This
I'm
year,
listening.
I intend to get more opportunities. So I don't know if I okay, yeah.
You just had to throw it up there.
Yeah. Me, that's my intention.
Okay.
I don't know how we are gonna get there,
Wait. Does it
but I
mean
have a
you?
target.
Does it mean you don't feel? Anyway.
No. But maybe one day we'll have the courage to discuss it. But last year,
Oh yeah, with everything happening
with everything happening,
and everything everywhere.
like say the frequencies were off. So when I was pregnant, I was here. This Jama was here. It was like, her belly is big. Yeah. And then when the baby came,
No, I was the person doing all the acts of service.
where has that come from now? Anyway, when the baby came, he was here. That was here. So you can see how that year went. We
Yeah.
did our best, but yeah, this year I have a higher target.
Guys, they're working with targets here.
We're working with targets. Because even I have a particular number. He knows.
Marriage in a cars.
And it's when
Okay, so let me tie in with my intention for that. So they also had such kind of an intention.
But we've tried.
Yeah.
We've tried. It's 1 week in,
Yeah.
and we are somewhere.
TMI, guys.
Okay.
Anyway, so I think to tie into that is
Aye, you're saying mine is TMI.
no, like
How have you phrased that?
it's because I am
Aye.
poor with diction, you guys.
Paraphrase. I'm going to remove that. Just do it again. I use different
Okay,
words.
sawa.
If people are watching with their kids now, what to do? Please paraphrase.
I paraphrase. She's bullying me, guys. She's bullying me.
Sawa, continue.
So, making time. Okay, scheduling the thing.
Scheduling.
If
you
not
are
scheduling,
you are so
no.
against scheduling at some
Yeah.
point.
But at least you have something to look forward to, right?
I'm more into spontaneity now.
I know.
Uh,
But it's good. At least you know, like if it's that, they don't know the time.
we work. We know the time.
Okay, also trying something new in the bedroom.
We were to buy the
Yes, so
a
guys,
book.
yeah,
I
there's a
know
book.
what you are thinking, but that I can't say that on camera. You want to buy the Mastingo book.
Guys, I didn't know that. I'll be honest.
We said it. I asked you like how to spice it up, and I was like, do you mind getting the Kama Sutra book? Don't remember? Hey, wait, narukwa live on camera. Tuachane tu na hiyo story.
Mimi nimeketi na unasema umerukwa.
That joke is not funny.
You just laughed.
Not funny.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that was me. Now you. Well, I we get creative about it.
What do you guys think?
Or how do you guys go about it?
Would you make a schedule, and would you be able to follow it? Like I may have targets.
How else can we achieve the target without scheduling?
I have targets. All I know is by the end of the week, if I have to hit my targets.
Can you see that? That's how your joke went out through the window.
It wasn't a joke. Anyway, this is my last one. I intend to support and push you towards your individual goals. So
Yeah, she's laughing because she stole that from me.
I didn't steal.
It's okay. Continue.
Have we
Proceed.
discussed-
No, proceed.
Have we discussed
Proceed.
these things?
Proceed.
Yeah, so I've noticed like he gives me like 110%, especially when it comes to content creation and most things. I know he's going to say he doesn't do enough, but you know, with everything there's room for improvement. But I feel that push and that he really supports anything. If I say I want to start writing a book today, he's my biggest cheerleader, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to return the favor, but what is it?
Reciprocate.
That's the word. So I want to reciprocate. But mostly I normally see this dynamic. I normally need support in terms of my ambitious goals, but I normally feel like you need more support towards, is it personal fulfillment kind of like, yes, there's the place for career and profession and all that, but most of the times like you got it.
he got it, and sometimes I really don't know how to step in. But when it comes to like his individual passion projects, so for instance, when it comes to someone keeps calling my man.
Yeah.
So when it comes to personal passion projects, I feel that's where you like coffee. He likes coffee stuff and what else, and photography things and networking things and such and such, and even house, okay, not house repairs, but the some level of DIYs. So, and he never makes time for himself. And sometimes anakuanga spent. You're normally spent on giving in other areas, and I think some of your hobbies and passion projects suffer. And I think this is the time to do that, because I normally believe like such things are what make life. Like that's life. Like that's life. You're making money and creating time to have those things too. Yeah, so I think that's why I feel. I know he's going to say the points are the same, but that's why I feel they're different. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for that oomph in the push.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really appreciate that. I think it's true. Most of my personal projects suffer. And I think it's because it's something she actually highlighted to me last year. It's one of my strengths and also one of my weaknesses. Because I give too much and end up forgetting myself, or end up forgetting to make time for myself. So yeah, I will really appreciate that. Yeah. So on the flip side, this is also my last point. I also want to police, and I'm using the word police. Yes, her resolutions or her intentions or her plans, because I find that most of the time she has big plans, and she ends up getting scared of the plans. So it spirals down to a point where she even feels she doesn't have the strength to even start anything. Yeah, so yeah, I want to police you. So yeah, you have your targets, I also have my targets. The thing is, we are partners, and your success is my success. Yeah, and I think we should always base ourselves in that success, and also take time to just to seize that moment. And yeah, and I want to see, I usually like seeing her making, like achieving her goals. Because in the house it does not stay, like hakukalikangi. So yeah, so yeah, I want to see you achieve more of your plans, and I know 2023 will be amazing.
Yeah.
Will be amazing.
That's the energy I'm feeling this year. I really feel hopeful. I feel energized. I feel like I have purpose, especially with a daughter now. Like, yeah, I just feel, and also like looking forward to her milestones. There's just a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate, I think I've looked at the time, and now I'm jumping to finish. But I do appreciate that. I normally sometimes need a lot of pushing, especially when it comes to my more ambitious projects.
Yeah.
Is ambitious the word? I don't know if
Yeah.
that's the word. But yeah, finding a balance has been quite difficult, and sometimes I feel like my willpower is not enough. So I will appreciate a little policing and a little push and just reminders and all that. So I appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to what's in store for our relationship. in this new year.
Yeah.
So I think we've come to the end of this video.
Yep.
Thank you for being part of this video.
Yep.
Those were our intentions, some of our resolutions. I would like to hear some of yours. So what are your intentions towards your spouse, your better half, your boyfriend, your marriage, your relationship? I would love to hear, and maybe because we are still early in the year, we could even incorporate some. We might be having great ideas. Also, I'd like to hear if there are any intentions that you've shared that have interested you or that you would like to implement as well.
Yeah. And I'd like to know, do you guys schedule that thing? Please leave
People
a
don't
comment.
schedule. People
Leave a
don't
comment.
schedule that thing.
You might be shocked.
I might be shocked.
Yeah.
Targets. Yeah, we are having all targets.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway.
and then the other thing, as we close,
Yes.
we should not have moving targets. Yeah, guys. Yeah, like if we have resolutions, we stick to them.
Does this have a hidden
We should
meaning?
not push. We should not push the resolutions to next time.
Yes. So all the O's this year. That's what you mean?
The X's.
And the oh. Anyway, so thank you
That's
guys.
deep. Alright. Bye guys.
Bye guys. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.